welcome to Path of Exile 2. Haven't played Path of Exile 1, but as far as I can tell, that should not be a problem. It is a ARPG here in early access, so still working on stuff. Not the full game yet, but definitely plenty to get started with here. I suppose this would technically be my first ARPG, unless you count Souls-likes. That's a very different gameplay loop, so should be something different here. Well known for its massive skill tree and all that. Lots of loot and stuff. Should be interesting. There was a whole intro cinematic with things that happened. A horrible evil snake monster thing. I'm sure we'll figure out more about that as we continue in the story here. But had to get settings for recording things correctly, and I'm sure that is available elsewhere if you want to see some other people having huge problems at the start here. We need to go and create a new character, since we don't have one yet. It's definitely part of it. Character creation. Choose a character class by clicking on an Exile. This is part of the whole thing with it being early access right now. There are 6 options. Presumably there's going to be more in the future. But this is plenty to start with. You can always make new characters with the other classes too, so lots of different things to do. Let's check them out.
Sorceress! You were banished by your Akara for experimenting with the elements. Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows. Speak your piece.
Yeah, they're all on the gallows right now, so that's also something. A good start here for everyone involved. The Sorceress. Elements are mine to control. I know why lightning strikes, why fire burns, and why cold freezes. They do so because I command it. The vengeance of the Merketh will find those who have transgressed no matter where they run. We got fire spells. Watch them burn, indeed. Cold spells. Freeze them in place to control their movements. And lightning spells. Bouncing around between enemies. Good stuff. We could just go with that right now. We might as well just look at all the options.
Foundling! It is a pity to see you like this. You arrived on our shores a whipped and broken child. Our people made you strong. How were they repaid? Sedition and lies. Speak now if you choose.
The Warrior. I want very little for myself. Forge, a bed. They took all that all away when they burned down my home. Give me one good hammer, and they will find that there is nothing more dangerous. The man of peace roused to war. Got heavy slams. Crack the earth and hit hard. Stuns and knockbacks. Pushing enemies around. And defensive things. Shrug off small hits with heavy armor. Block with a shield. And absorb the rest of the damage with your largest health pool.
Ranger! An outcast, lurking among the shadows of the trees like an animal. You murdered one of my soldiers in the name of a filthy thief. Your guilt is clear. Plead for mercy, if you must.
The Ranger. All I need is a single well-placed arrow, fleet of foot, and have the eyes of a hawk. Put a bow in my hands, and they'll die trying to catch me. See how that's working out for them right now. Long range attacks with the arrows. Agility, shooting on the move, jumping around. And crowd control. Slows, freezes. Just don't let them get to you. So note there's the coming soon here on each of these. Or that means the plan is 12 classes, or there's space for more too. It's a start. It's definitely plenty to work with for now. Witch.
Foul witch! Your very own coven cast you out for your forbidden pursuits. Your twisted necromancy ends here, at the end of a noose. Speak your last.
I do not fear death. I'm its master. Darkness and the dead are my weapons of war. My enemies will rot from the inside out as my army of corpses tears them screaming limb from limb. Yeah! Send forth an army of the dead with your minions. Do some chaos magic for a slow and painful death. And ostomancy. Spikes a bone. Necromancy. Wild stuff.
Hired hand! Wanted in Oriath, you fled like a coward. Every life has a price, and your crossbow has kept your coin purse full. Here you are judged and found guilty. What say you?
The mercenary. You've got a weapon? I'll wield it. Just tell me where to point it. See the highs and horrors of war, and I'll do whatever it takes to survive. If you got coin, I'm your man. It's got various types of ammunition, crossbow stuff, elemental rounds for different effects, and versatile range. Medium, short, long-range attacks. Interesting. And the last one here.
Pagan! You failed to liberate your brothers, just as you have failed in poisoning my subjects against me. Call out to your dreamer. Let us see if he answers.
The monk. Life has been naught but discipline and focus, preparing me for this. I fight for the benevolent dreamer. Free my hands, and those who seek chaos will fall before me. He's got quick strikes. Flurry of ceaseless blows. Mobility, weaving through the hordes, in and out. And combos. Devastating finishers. Nice to see the little previews of various things they can do. Might as well just go through all of them at some point. Trying out different things. But for this first bit through here, I'm just gonna go with this sorceress.
You were banished by
all kinds of elemental magics.
Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows. Speak your piece.
And then we need to name the characters. Oh boy. And do we want to go in any more complicated mode? Probably not for the first time ever. Probably just go standard for now. Could definitely have some fun with solo self-found or hardcore. Again, probably not a good idea for the first time. Would definitely be exciting and or a very short experience in hardcore. With all the piles and piles of enemies that can go south very quickly. We're gonna name the sorceress. Dim. Perfect. More of a warlock or wizard, but that's a character with name already exists. Bah. So it's technically multiplayer too. Character, is this all our characters? Just one? Arctic. Nope, not right. Arctic. No. All right. Naming things. Is it just this character? If it's only this character, you can make multiple characters. That's going to be a lot of characters. Let's switch between servers or something. Good enough. And then everyone else dies and we leave. Oh boy. Oh, let's get out of here. We're still bound too, so that's not great. Flinging ourselves in the sea. Oh boy. Hooded one can help you by identifying your items at the riverbank. Oh look, it's wolves. That's what we need right now. Wolves. Good. Good start. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to be something. Let's see. Once it loads, probably. riverbank. At least we didn't just immediately drown, so that's a positive. That's progress. Select a movement type, mouse or WASD. Can we change at any time in the options menu? I mean, I don't know which would be better. We'll start with mouse, I guess. See how it feels. It's got a whole, like, asymmetric look here.
Will suffer for this humiliation.
Oh. Find your way to the left. Left click to move. Alright.
We're the first ones.
Wood
We're
man.
alive.
Alright.
Glad to see another living soul. The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more. I would appreciate it if you could...
Ah! An ashen staff.
Clearfell, find the miller.
And he's dead.
Death comes swiftly here. I should keep moving.
Equip an item, left click to pick up items. And left click here to open the menu. And here's the inventory, or we can just press I, it's also an option. And then the skill here. Grant skill, level 1 firebolt from the staff. Weapon with a left click and equip it in here. And press I or here to close inventory. Reasonable. Alright. Find Clearfell. This is this. It's just on mouse here, but also enemies. Alright. Search for the miller and find safety. Oh. Fire! Oh, look at all these guys. Alright. Yeah. We got mana flask, we got mana. This even this even costs mana? It doesn't look like it. Yeah. So we got movement and attacking on the same button here. That's definitely something. What do we get here? Twig circlet, helmet, energy shield 19. Yep. I'll take any random bits we can find here, honestly. That is good. A drowned. Alright. See if we can kind of just keep on blasting you with the fire. Alright, I might want to change this to WASD movement. So we can move around and attack at the same time. Different directions. We should be able to do that. Let's find the options here somewhere. Menu, options, game. All sorts of options in here too. Item filters, hide filtered items, auto equipping. Very good. General things. We got map stuff. Items, gameplay. Inputs here, maybe. Mouse and keyboard. Input method, mouse and keyboard, yes. Title keyboard method. Move and click to move. WASD. Like that. And fire. Okay. Yeah, we can move while attacking in other directions. Save that. We'll do that for now. We can always change it if we're feeling like something else. Search for the miller and find safety. I don't know how much safety we're gonna find here. Ooh, a large chest. Whee! A spark. Projectile, lightning, duration. Level 1 costs, this one costs mana. 0.7 second casting time, 9% crit. Launch a spray of sparkling projectiles, or sparking projectiles. Travel radically along the ground till they hit an enemy or expire. 1 to 8 lightning damage, 6 projectiles, and duration of 2 seconds.
Power can hide where you least expect.
A skill gem. Huh. Okay, to pick up the skill gem, we have various things in here. We can place it in places. Place it in a socket. That's a new thing. We place it in the firebolt. We cannot. Alright. That's just our basic attack is the firebolt here. That works. Now we have two things. We got a spark here. This is DPS of 7, but also can do other things. And then left click to 9 skill. Okay. Then we can put that here. Let's put it on the other one. Perfect. Ooh, cast a new spell. They just fly all over the place. Okay. Not bad. We have fire and lightning. Amazing. And we have the map here. Thanks for playing. Early access. Still working on the map. Still working on the map. That's right, we got the side map here. And this path doesn't even go anywhere. That's fine. Let's keep looking around. Here's a checkpoint. Place your health, mana, and flasks. Die can respawn at the last active checkpoint, whereas monsters respawn with you. Okay. You are here. Die can respawn at the last active checkpoint. Okay. Very good. This one active. You're right here. Yep. I guess the checkpoints show you the larger map or something. Well, that's good. I need to click on it. Hopefully we don't instantly die. That'd be slightly inconvenient. Can you press something on this? Alright. That's good. Let's keep looking around. Dealing with any enemies we find here. Seems to be pretty empty here. Bless them. That lightning is very erratic here. Larger chunk of enemies might be slightly more effective. Here's another checkpoint. Guard is asking for help. A besieged encampment. Oh, look at this guy. Oh boy. Dodge, press spacebar to avoid the attack. I've got friends. Oh, ow. Mana is low, also not good. Press 1 to use a life flask. Health is also low. 1 to use a life flask. Looks like we dealt with all the little guys here. Still hit us. Ah! Deal with all the ants here. We'll hit Miller. That's that. There you go.
The first step on my chosen
Hey, skill point.
He bore the mark of corruption.
And a bunch of stuff.
I know it.
Whee! I should cross. Probably can't even use that. P to allocate some skill points. And here we have it. The skill tree. This is the passive skills skill tree, apparently. Right, what do we got here? Spell damage. Increase spell damage by 10%. Energy shield. Plus 10 maximum energy shield. Well, let's go for the spell damage. We got 1 point. Apply the point. And there you go. Very cool. And then we leave this. See what we got in our inventory there. We got a crossbow, unidentified. We got a scroll of wisdom, identifies an item. This item, then click on untamed item to apply it. unstack. Got a lesser life flask. A shabby hood. Vision rating 19. Energy shield 19. Put on your wisdom scroll to use it. Identify this flask. Simmering lesser life flask of the constant. Not very specific. Cover 50 life over 3 seconds. Consumes 10 of 60 charges unused. Currently has 0 charges. Fires level 2. 23% of recovery applied instantly. 27% increased charges gained. I click to drink. Can only hold charges while in belt. Refill at wells or by killing monsters. Okay. So we have a. This is a lesser life flask of the constant. This is a lesser life flask. 50 life over 3 seconds. 10 out of 60 charges. 50 life out of 3 seconds, 10 out of 60 charges. Some of it is applied instantly, and it increases charges gained. So it's technically better, but probably also not level 2 yet, so we'll keep hold of that. Let's just keep on using these. Can we use this shabby hood? Evasion rating of 23, 19% increased evasion rating. Better than a 19 energy shield? Hard to say. Then we have a makeshift crossbow. I don't think we can even use a crossbow. We'll look at it anyway. Humming makeshift crossbow of success. Does physical and lightning damage, crit, attacks, reload time, adds lightning damage, gain 4 life per enemy killed. Cool. And we can only use a crossbow here. We can have our staff. And item 2, I guess. Alright, we have a crossbow now. That's something we want? I don't know. I don't think we can really switch equipment either. We'll figure that out.
Well done. Please come inside.
Enter the encampment. We have a whole bunch of different stuff. Depends what we pick up, I guess. And then all the different modifiers. That's also a whole thing. For sure. Alright. Didn't see many wolves. Mostly just drowned zombie guys. I bet there's gonna be wolves later, though. Really damaging enemies can cause them to be stunned. Well, that's good to know. Just blasted them with all that lightning. Maybe they were getting stunned and shocked and everything. That's pretty good. Okay.
Here, there is a small trace of hope in the air.
Hope. Blacksmith. Here's a waypoint. That's pretty good. And this is the teleporters. Okay. I don't have any other teleports here currently in Act 1. They're just here. There's the riverbank. Monster level 1. There's a town. Here's Clearfelt, monster level 2. A campsite. Here of the Rotten Pack. Right? Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Let's find the blacksmith here. Got a well, we got a proclamation. We're just looking at all
By
things.
decree of the Count of Ogum, able-bodied men capable of excavation must present themselves at the manor at once. Failure to do so will constitute a crime.
Okay. Really got something. Here's a well. We can fill up the stuff here. We'll see this to replenish your life, mana, and refill your equipped flasks. Okay. If we go back into the inventory here, we got our new flask here, which is better. So it seems. Maybe. Can only hold charges while in the belt, refill at wells, or by killing monsters. So now this is filled. Now it's going to heal us more instantly and get us more charges as we kill monsters. Can work with that. You want the crossbow? Might be a bit much to deal with right now. We can just go with only this. What's this now? Punch? Could punch our enemies. Don't need that. Would rather fire blast than punch. That's okay. An orb of augmentation. Oh, it's a magic item with a new random modifier. Okay. Right click this item, left click a magic item to apply it. Magic items can have up to 2 random modifiers. Go magical staff. That not count as magic. In here. Target is not magic. Our magical staff is not magic. You got it. You got it. Alright. There's probably people that have quests. There's Stash, Finn, Word, Clearfell. There's a blacksmith here. Acclamation. Let's talk to everybody.
Renly's the name. You're skilled with the violence, if what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it.
Indeed.
But have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times.
You betcha.
I'll smith for you.
Hey, it's the smith.
If you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense.
Select a reward. Uncut skill gem. Increase the skill gem up to level 1. Right click to engrave a skill gem. Alright.
There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the ferry. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself.
You had a beast problem, huh?
Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you.
Sounds like something. You get another gem and some money. Sounds good to me. Or the Miller introductions. Buy or sell items. Alright.
Take a look.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Heavy warped quarterstaff of skill. Just damage. It's more of a whacking stick than a magic stick. That's okay. These are even bigger sticks. Yeah. Great clubs of combat. Bow, crossbow. Bit of armor. Might be a little expensive for us. We have 29 right now. We really can't afford much here. Probably sell the crossbow.
Might make good scrap.
That's alright. You want energy shield or evasion? I don't know. This one costs more. We'll go with that. Energy shield. We got life and shield. So put this on. We got life and then also the shield. So the shield shields us from just the initial damage entirely. When this is only a percentage evasion. Not getting hit and having more health are functionally similar. Depends how things go, I suppose. I'll take the energy shield for right now, I suppose.
Might
Sell some
make
stuff.
good scrap.
Don't need the old, slightly worse, lesser life flask. Because this one is simmering and constant. There's that. We're back.
If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
His burden is heavy. He hides it well.
Huh. So we can do with this uncut skill gem. Right click to engrave a skill gem. Look at all this. All kinds of stuff. You have different levels of things. All kinds of effects and time. Got a Mana Tempest. Fire's level 31, current level 2. Alright. Let's get one of these. These are the level ones we have. We already got Spark. We got Frost Bomb, Ice Nova, and Flame Wall. Alright. A wall of fire in front of the character, which ignites everything within its area. If projectiles fire through the wall by you and allies, deal added fire damage and inflict ignite on hit. Cool, cool, cool. Ice Nova expands from you, knocking back enemies based on how close they are. This Ice Nova targeting a nearby Frostbolt projectile will cause it to originate from the Frostbolt instead of you, cause more freeze buildup. Does damage, chill, knockback, 3.2 meter radius. Frost Bomb. It's a pulsing orb of frost. Each pulse inflicts cold exposure on nearby enemies. Observation ends, it explodes, doing cold damage to surrounding enemies. Cold, pulses, explodes, duration. We already have Spark. You already have this equipped. Don't want to do that. Let's do... We have fire and lightning already, so could get a frost spell here. Looks like we hopefully be able to get a bunch of these as we go. There's the elemental, there's occult stuff, primal coming soon. Yeah, look at all these things. Could switch around to other stuff too. How much the starting character matters. Probably depends on this, like the starting stats and everything. We'll just play into the current archetype we're working with here. Different magics. Or we can focus on only one type of magic. That's also an option, probably. Let's do an Ice Nova. Knock back a whole bunch of enemies. That's cool to me. Alright. And then we slot that in here. Ice Nova. We put that somewhere. Let's go. It's in the middle here. Why not? Well, that'll work. We have this, which apparently doesn't do anything. This magic? Nope. Is this magic? Is this magic? Nope. Nothing we have is magic, apparently. That's unfortunate. What else we got here in town?
Welcome, violent stranger.
Yep.
I am Finn, and I shall be your humble provider of useful and diverse objects. That are most definitely not scrounged or stolen. If I don't got it, I can get it. You just let me know.
He's got items.
Take a punt. You know you want to.
Random crossbow, random wand, random one-handed mace, random two-handed mace, random staff, random scepter, random bow, random quarterstaff, random armor and weapons and things. Gamble on the things he's finding. My goodness. Wild.
This is a wooden tomb, if you care to see it objectively. We're not quite dead yet, but food supply is dwindling, and I've seen what hunger can make a man do. The monsters out there are not the ones that will get us in the end.
They're not doing too hot.
Oh, Ridley's all right. Only man in the village that didn't run me out of town whenever he saw me. Well, maybe it's because he didn't have a daughter to protect.
Oh, oh. Come back.
See you.
Headstrong and overconfident. Like me.
You got a stash here. Oh, left click to instantly transfer items between your stash and inventory. Don't really need to store things right now. Got multiple pages of stash. Add a new tab, maybe. That'll be a paid thing later. Don't have anything to store in the first place here, so not gonna worry about that just yet.
How can I help?
So ask Renly more about stuff going on around here.
Well, this place was never meant to house this many people, especially not the sick and injured. But there's nowhere else to go. The monsters creeping out of the forest keep us locked within these wooden walls, and the Count's tyranny has made outlaws of everyone here. So nobody's coming to save us. I don't have the heart to tell the others I don't see a way to survive this. I put on a brave face, but it's the truth.
It is not going great here. Hopeless situation. Oh boy.
This part of Farrell has been a fair home for many an Esomite generation. The clans didn't always get along, but we had to settle our feuds when the Eternals laid their savage boot upon us. We weren't able to take part in the Bloody Flowers Rebellion, but we had our share of conflict with them here. Their ruins run over the top of ours, fighting a silent war in stone.
All kinds of conflict, even before we got here. Oh boy.
It's a shame what happened to old Brannock. He was a kind man in life, but I can't say I'll miss the creature he became. Oh, he tried to batter his way in for 5 full days. Once he rose again, well, we thought we were done for. But then you came along, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah, that was the guy that was outside, turned to a giant monstrosity. Then we dealt with
If
it.
you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
Okay. So we have another thing here with Una.
Welcome to the camp of the lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una. All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grellwood. After he returned, a madness grew in him. Something happened out there. Please, I beg of you, travel into the forest and begin your search. There must be some clue as to what took place.
Something horrible, I'm sure.
I fear this land's sickness will only deepen unless we do something.
Accept a quest. Do something. You got it. Search for the entrance to the Mud Burrow, slay the Devourer, travel through the Clearfell to the Grellwood. Okay. Tell me about the Clearfell.
Friendly brings the strength, Finn brings the wit, and I'm doing my best to keep spirits raised with my songs. Hope is the only thing we have now, but it's in short supply.
I'm sure. And talk about Renly.
He doubts himself, but I know he will find a way to protect us. He is a good man, and I am thankful for his presence. In many ways, he reminds me of my father.
Okay. And we also buy ourselves things
These
here
are
too.
just some odds and ends of mine.
All kinds of stuff. We still really do not have a lot of money. Can focus energy shield here. Different kinds of potions, different kinds of bits. I could definitely see the whole solo self-found. Or if that includes shops. You could make it not include shops, I suppose. All kinds of stuff. There's identifying items for 25 each. Probably only want to identify things we really care about. Or it's not too expensive. See how much money we get from things. And also disenchant. Really need to. Items here disenchant them. This will destroy the item. Alright. I'm sure we'll.
Her mind tends to wander. She reminds me of one of my sisters.
I am sure we'll figure out more about what we need to do with all the items and stuff. But for now, we've got our staff on us. We got the new potion thingy. We need to travel to Grellwood, which is really over this way. Above ground and below ground. Ooh, spooky. The Mud Burrow. Okay. There's Clearfell. There's the Mud Burrow. Alright. So that is a start. We got quests to head out here and start dealing with everything. I'm sure it's going to go just fine. We'll bring hope back to this hopeless place. Or just die instantly. Also an option. We'll find out even more next time. Goodbye.